All right. So the big story, of course, remains politics. And after going through the exit polls released, here's how the numbers are stacking up. They should come up on your screen. The Congress is holding the aces in Rajasthan. 7 exit polls are predicting a comfortable victory for the Congress, and only one poll has Rajasthan in the lead, and that is also a very slender lead. Madhya Pradesh, though, is a different story. It looks to be pretty even with the Congress ahead in 5 polls as opposed to BJP showing a win in 4. Let's go across to Chhattisgarh. It's a tight race there. Also, 5 polls are giving the lead to the BJP and 4 polls are giving the lead to the Congress. In Telangana, the incumbent TRS is leading in all of the 6 exit polls that have been released so far. And in Mizoram, finally, the MNF looks to be ahead in the exit polls.
Okay, all right. So that's how the numbers stack up. But let's go across to our colleague from CNN News 18, Maria Shakil, who gets us the latest and what we can expect from the big day tomorrow.
The results tomorrow are very important, particularly for the Congress party, because if they manage to win 3 states, these 3 incumbent states of the BJP, as the exit polls are indicating, if they go in the Congress's kitty, that certainly would mean that it would emerge as a challenger to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So far, that opposition space has been about confusion. An attempt at Mahagathbandhan would also mean that the Congress will be the primary party around which all the opposition parties will unite, and hence, it'll have a greater bargaining power, be it with Mamata Banerjee in the state of West Bengal or with Sharad Pawar in the state of Maharashtra, also in the states down south. It can look for newer allies, and allies will be open to doing business with the Congress party if it manages to retain or to really win these 3 states. For the BJP, it has to go down to the drawing board and understand that perhaps what they have been thinking so far as anger in particular, and perhaps in some pockets only, of farmers' distress or the implementation challenges regards to GST, if it actually means that the BJP is voted out in all 3 incumbent states, particularly Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh, where it has been in power for 15 long years and where they are pretty confident that their development activities, be it Awas Yojana or the Ujjwala Yojana, has translated on ground. If it is not able to, retain these 2 states, then it will have to really do some serious thinking, because 6 months down the line is the big Lok Sabha polls, and if they are not able to control the narrative, it would also mean that its allies would be able to assert themselves more. In the state of Maharashtra, the Shiv Sena could do so. In the state of Bihar, Nitish Kumar would be doing so, and hence it will be very, very difficult and more in an uncertain space. But certainly, as far as the party is concerned, the BJP, they are fairly sure that they will be able to retain the state of Madhya Pradesh in particular. But even the markets, if you look at it, they have calculated that the state of Rajasthan, which has always voted out the incumbent, would go in the Congress party's kitty. But what about Madhya Pradesh and Chhattisgarh? If the Congress manages to win Madhya Pradesh, I think that will be really the feather in the cap.
Maria, thank you very much for that detailed analysis and putting all of that together for us. But the impact is going to be felt on markets. And here is what some of the experts that we spoke with in terms of their analysis and their reading of the exit polls and the impact it may have on markets are concerned. Take a listen.
Personally speaking, it's a great thing what's happening, because what it shows is the very short journey from invincibility to fearful losses. And I think the lesson for everybody is you can't play around with the economy, and if you play around with the economy, the voters will penalize you. So I think if it's a 3-0 or a 4-0, I think there will be a great relief in the market that the ruling party will come back and do something serious to the economic side of the business and correct things which have gone wrong, and we should see substantial upliftment. So I think a great loss is maybe a great victory for the stock market, as it may turn out to be. I don't think it will hurt the market at all. In fact, oil will hurt it more than today's oil price increase may hurt it more, little bit, than even this verdict. I think a verdict is 3040. As I'm saying again, it's maybe a little different view, but it will benefit the market, because then you know for two things for sure. The ruling party is going to pull out all stops to get the economy back in action, because it also proves that economy is the deciding factor in elections. It's not the renaming, it's not the mandir, it's not other things that are going to make a difference. And if they need to get into the election, they need to fix things fast. I don't see that major advantage of the present ruling dispensation being the only one which can address the investors' issues. And I think we have seen a bumper 10 years, we have seen a poor 5 years, you may have a majority, but economy isn't a poor. So having said that, there is no finite thesis, the fact that only the ruling party wins, then the market will go up.
Around any election outcome, there's always lots of expectation, lots of, things moving around. And they always last for maybe 2 days or 3 days. So I think whatever is the outcome, I believe that, it will last 2 days and then market will get back to normalcy. But assuming that, let us say, an outcome goes against the government, I would say you will again see a short-lived correction or, a temporary narrative which is getting built that, oh my God, what will happen to the now? This is the sort of trend towards what's going to happen in 2019. But I do believe that market narratives keeps on changing. Then market can also build a narrative saying that, oh, people will vote for state differently and central differently. So I think it depends on, what is the underlying tone of the market, and market builds narrative around that. Political events are not going to be really important, in my opinion, whatever is significant outcome. Of course, if let us say there's a clear-cut direction in favor of victory in favor of BJP, or as market expects the outcome, you will see by and large market stabilizing, which has been very volatile of late. Every day we have sort of, fairly volatile news flow and outcome happening. So I think we are in that stage of market, and I don't think in this kind of stage of market, any positive outcome will kind of lead to a directional sustainable rally. And having said that, still 2019 is, elections are away. So I think we will go back to day-to-day stuff, and we will have to, make our hypothesis how market thinks about earnings and fundamentals.
Okay, so that's some top opinion coming in as far as the impact of politics and markets go. We'll take a quick break up first here on the show. We come back and we'll tell you what's happening in the world of commodities, metals and oil. Manisha Gupta will tell us what's happening there. David Lennox of Fat Profits will join in with his views. Back in 2.